Sagittarius, this is going to be a reading for you. As always, please take what resonates and leave what does not. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, you can find the link to do that down below in the description box. Please remember to comment, like, share, subscribe, and hype the video for more. And without further ado, let's get started for you, Sagittarius. Starting with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Yes, this can be a symbol of you having difficulty walking away from something that is decayed, clinging to something that is no longer for you, or it can be an indication of happiness and satisfaction. Let's take a look. Three of Wands, expansion, growth, discovery, also favors enterprise. This is established strength, it favors collaboration. This is established strength in enterprise. Three of Wands. Okay. So there's some kind of growth here happening for you that's making you very happy, Sagittarius, is what I'm seeing. Maybe this has to do with your business. I just see you being very satisfied with how something is turning out for you. Yeah, Eight of Wands, and it happens really quickly. It might be a little bit of a struggle for you to keep up, but things start to really, the ball starts rolling for you here. Things begin to move in a very satisfactory direction for you, okay? You have the Ace of Cups in reverse in the crowning position, so this crowns you. Ace of Cups in reverse, this is emotional instability. This is emotional drain, emotional lack, the false heart, fake love. And beneath you, we have the High Priestess. You're able to recognize it. You can recognize emotional depletion. You can recognize emotional lack. You can recognize emotional instability, or things that will make you emotionally unstable, or emotional instability in others. Or you can recognize a change that's going to happen in the future. You can see it coming. Yeah, King of Cups. There's your intuition, your sensitivity, your emotional stability, your groundedness. Could be a father figure. I think that you're recognizing maybe a tendency that you may have to be a little bit emotionally unstable. And it seems like you are correcting that. Six of Cups moving into the future. Okay. I don't want to make any accusations toward you though. Six of Cups. Six of Cups in the future, that is you remembering something about the past, or there's something here about the future. Like I said, you're seeing into the future. Something that you're seeing is coming to pass here. King of Cups, High Priestess, Six of Cups in the future. I really wonder why that Ace of Cups is in reverse, though. We'll have to get to it. Hanged Man. A shift in your perspective, being willing to go with the flow or surrender or sacrifice what needs to be sacrificed in order for the future to unfold the way that you want it to. Spectacular. Eight of Swords in your environment. There's this energy of bondage here with the Hanged Man and the Eight of Swords. Could feel like you're a little bit stuck, or like you don't know what to do. I think that you've shifted your perspective, though, from this Eight of Swords. I think you learn to see a moment of pause as a moment to regain clarity. Instead of it being a moment of disempowerment, you gained it. You gained the perspective that it was a moment of, well, prophecy or divination. There could have been others around you who were in a similar predicament to you, Sagittarius, but it seems like you're the one who kind of came to the conclusion that you did. Hopes and fears of judgment. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. something here where you're being called to make a very important decision, and it may be unexpected. The Ace of Cups in reverse. The outcome, the Ten of Wands in reverse. The energy of release, also Inquisition. You're gonna have people asking you questions about how you did this in the future, or people are gonna wanna learn from you. Six of Cups. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and clarify some of these. Clarifying the Ace of Cups in reverse. The High Priestess into the Ace of Cups in reverse. Like I said, it's like you're able to recognize or identify some emotional instability within others, and you're not going that route. Ace of Cups in reverse. What is the Ace of Cups in reverse? Discernment. That's what I'm talking about. Wow. Okay. Confirmation. Yeah, you've become sort of like this rock to others. This like father figure, Sagittarius. And that's why you have people kind of wanting to pick your brain. Why are they in the Eight of Swords? Security in reverse and resolve in reverse. You're kind of surrounded by people, or you're kind of like immersed in an environment where people feel like they don't have the motivation or the skill set that they need in order to achieve their own sense of security. And this may be coming from a place of humility within them, or this may have been kind of marketed to them as like a humble sort of thing, or maybe like, you know, I'm but a humble servant. You know, I have no way to make my way in the world. I have no means by which to carve my way into the world, right? That could be something that these people are kind of telling themselves, but you don't hold that perspective. It's like these people give up on their own security out of insecurity. And you're recognizing this and you're seeing it. High Priestess, the Hanged Man. High Priestess. Embodiment in reverse. Yeah, you're able to recognize when people are not acting in accordance with their intuition, or when they're acting outside of their own integrity. The Hanged Man. Curiosity in reverse. That's what it is. It's like these people aren't really curious. And I feel like this affected you at some point too. These people aren't really curious to know what else is available to them, or what else is out there, or what they could potentially do with themselves. But you know your own potential, High Priestess. Judgment and hopes and fears. Being clarified by scholarship. Scholarship in reverse. It's almost like you don't want to judge these people. I am seeing that. Sorry, I'm not zoning out. I'm just watching the water drip down my window because it's raining outside. It's like you don't want to judge these people for what they don't know, or for their ignorance. Or maybe you do. Why is this coming through here? What is scholarship in reverse? Revolution in reverse. Oh. So you want these people to break out of it. You want these people to wake up, basically. Same, Sag. Same, right? Especially with this. Look at them. They're waking up from the dead. You want them to learn. And that makes sense because you're a Sagittarius. like, Sagittarius energy is all about philosophy and learning. It's all about discovery, expansion, growth. And we do have Sagittarius, Mercury and Sagittarius energy out here. What could be kind of, it's almost like you want these people to have a little bit more mental activity. 8 of Wands, right? And you're understanding other people's emotional instability, or discernment. And what is this Ace of Cups in reverse, really? Like, what is this? Partnership. This could be a partner of yours. It doesn't necessarily have to be, but it's like you find yourself in partnership with other people, just in a general sense of speaking, right? This could be business partnerships, this could be familial, this could be relationships, this could be friends, but you find yourself in partnership working together with other people, and you see how their emotions kind of get in the way. And you're a little bit more inquisitive than that. You're kind of in this energy of like wondering why things are the way that they are, instead of having an emotional reaction to the way things being how they are, to things being how they are, right? So Sagittarius, I want to understand what this 10 of Wands is in reverse in the outcome. Universal body in reverse, vexation. So you're releasing this sense of not really knowing what to do about your autonomy right now, or not knowing whether or not your efforts are going to be in vain. It's like you're kind of turning a new leaf with this 6 of Cups here in the future, which speaks of novelty when it comes out in future positions. More about the 6 of Cups. The Warrior, there you are. That's like a rebirth. That is Sagittarian energy, pushing boundaries. Wow. Okay. This is a good read, Sag. What else we got for Sagittarius? Okay, so for some of you guys, it's looking like somebody might be a little bit hurt about something. You're recognizing somebody being upset or emotionally unstable, maybe because you acted out of principle or out of alignment with what you know to be true for some of you. And so maybe it's kind of just like you put yourself in timeout. That's very specific. I don't think that's for all of you. But what else do we have for Sagittarius? Starting over in reverse. It's like, what do you need to release in order to progress? And I think that you've already focused on what you need to release. There's this illusion here that you've shattered, Sagittarius, that somebody else is subject to, that makes them feel like they don't have any autonomy, power, or control over their own life. You've learned this lesson already. But then we have starting over in reverse. What do they need to shed? Metamorphosis in reverse, the need to control. So I'm getting the sense that you kind of need to let go of the need to control here. Why? Safety in reverse. This may not be you. This might be the energy that you're dealing with. Especially because you came out in such strong energy before. This seems like the person that you're dealing with, or the situation that you're dealing with. It seems like this person needs to kind of let go. I think that I see you releasing this person in the future. I see you releasing this relationship in the future. I gotta say that. But I do see this person kind of being unwilling to let go of past traumas, and just feeling unsafe and trying to control way too much. But I see you letting go of this person moving forward. Why? Deceit, because they lie to you. Wow. What else do we have for Sagittarius? I see you awakening to your infinite power. Okay. What else do we have for Sagittarius? Reward in reverse. Perseverance. '88. Reward in reverse. Giving in to scarcity mindsets and negative patterns. Squandering your abilities and talents, allowing energy drainers to rule your life, financial hardships, sapping all your time. I would say this is more so allowing energy drainers to rule your life. I am working toward a more relaxed life is the affirmation. Then we have 202, perseverance coming out here as well. Plumbing the depths of your soul, trust that you can achieve even your biggest dreams, unparalleled sense of determination, optimism in the face of hardship. That's you. Once again, you're not subject to this other person's illusions, Sagittarius. This is a very profound reading. You know who you are, you know what you believe, you know what you're doing. You're very curious, you search for answers, you're very inquisitive. I see you releasing a particular connection here with someone who is not those things, who doesn't have those qualities, who tries to control things out of a place of feeling insecure or feeling unsafe. This person doesn't have the same level of perseverance as you either. Whew, Sagittarius. All right. So we're going to go ahead and close out this message for you. This one's been a doozy, literally. Closing door. Completion. This one was wild. Okay, Sag, but I see you coming into union with yourself. Remembering who you are, feeling good about yourself. Loving yourself, accepting yourself. My word. Will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows. Let's read about this one, 62. Treasures hidden in the shadows, the great mystery and epiphany. Will-o'-the-wisp hovers in her luminescent glory above the twilight moors of your life, whispering for you to step into the fog, into the mystery, the unknown. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This curiosity coming out here in reverse with the Hanged Man, the High Priestess. Anyway, you may have been visited by her before, but though intrigued, you refused her invitation. It would be safer you decided to remain on the journey you know. While you always have the choice as to whether or not to follow her, you never know when you might encounter her again. In this sense, turning away has its own consequences. Why is the known so appealing? It's only when you wake up to its restrictions, its soft prison or golden cage, that you realize there must be more. That's what I'm talking about. Whoever this other person is that you're dealing with, in partnership with right now, is not realizing that there's more to a situation than how it appears to be on the surface. Okay. Will-o'-the-wisp has come to you once again to offer you magic, but you will have to sacrifice certainty in the pursuit of adventure. Your comfort zone is for the dangers of discovery. Your well-trodden path for the detours that may very well lead you astray. Or will they? Can you accept that losing yourself will bring you closer to your true self? The profound shift of an epiphany can occur only when you risk the detour and enter the unknown. Now is the time to trust higher forces to lead you into this place, these worlds hidden at the threshold between what was and what can be. Here is where you will learn about your own unmaking, to unmask yourself. Love what you discover, dark or light, see it all as divine, and find a quiet thrumming power waiting for you to channel it into the world for good. The treasure you find, filled with the wealth of love and kindness, true prosperity, is ripe to share with others. She is here for you now. Will you accept her invitation? A great bounty of goodness awaits you. Okay, Sagittarius, that is what we got for you. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be down below in the description box. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hype the video if you can. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.